Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Korzak. Welcome to the video. In this video, we are talking about how you can get the most out of the free trial in Final Fantasy XIV. So I am just going to point out the restrictions on the free trial. This isn't everything, but it's the only ones that'll actually affect your game. So the level cap for every job is 60, but you can level every single job on one character up to 60, so that's pretty nice. The guild cap's 300k, but you can buy clear prisms, which you can craft into Glamour prisms later, which will always sell. You can only speak and say party and link shell chat. You do need to be invited to a party and a link shell, however, you can't just make it yourself. You can't join a free company, aka a guild, and you can't add people as friends. You can't get a retainer, use the market board, and you can't do PvP as a free trial. If you hear about any specific feature that I don't explicitly mention how to unlock, the main story will show you how to do it eventually and explain it in great detail. Final Fantasy XIV's story is an extremely slow start. It's kind of better to think like you're learning the foundation of the world when you're going through A Realm Reborn, which you kind of are, and there are some interesting story elements. Without really spoiling anything, it's just going to be a lot of world building and things that kind of reference back to the old world in an interesting way that you may not always expect. When you're leveling your first character, I suggest that you just stick straight to the main story, and I would say don't deviate to any side content until you actually finish the level 50 quest chain. So the reason for this is because, well, first off, you'll unlock your first mount around level 20, and then at level 50, once you complete the patch 2.0 main story, you'll then unlock flying across A Realm Reborn. So then any optional side content you do, you'll be able to move around significantly faster, and it'll just feel a lot better to play around with. Now, to almost immediately contradict that, the main story, at least between level 1 and 50, gives you way too much experience. So you're going to be very over leveled if you do just that on one character. So what I would suggest is you kind of alternate it with two characters. So after you get your first mount around level 20 in the main story, your character will probably be around like level 25 or so. So at that point, you could pick up a secondary job you think looks cool. Just do a couple fates in your hunting log, and then run a couple dungeons once you're at 15, and that's basically it. It'll take you like an hour, and your character will be up to snuff. Then basically just do the main story quest and alternate between those two characters, and running an extra dungeon here or there, just to kind of keep them both up. And this way you're not going to be over leveled or anything. It won't feel bad. And then this way, by the time you're done, you have two characters. And if one of the characters you pick is an Arcanist, now you have a healer and a DPS, and maybe a tank if you chose to do it with Warrior 2 or something. So the easiest thing you can do to avoid gil cap, just so you're not getting gil and then having it just be deleted because you can't hold anymore. When you get close to cap, just come down to this NPC right here and buy as many clear prisms as you can. Basically, when you actually go to buy the game, you'll be able to craft these into Glamour prisms and sell them on the market for a profit. Every server will be a little bit different. For me, they sell for about $250, so it's not massive, but it's an amount for where I'm still technically making a profit if I go and farm up the fire and win crystals myself, for example. So that would be something that could actually make you a little bit of gil, and even if you break even, at least this way, you're not gil capped, and you'll maybe have like 1 million or 2 million gil by the time you actually start playing the game just by selling Glamour prisms. You could even just not sell them if you want to and hold on to them yourself. Basically, Glamour is putting illusions on your gear. So I have an example here with my monk. These level 60 fire fist weapons look really cool. So I won't be able to glamour that until my monk's at least level 60, because that's just how the game is. You can't glamour something you can't equip. But I think they look cool. I would actually maybe make a set with them. So I would need Glamour prisms to do that. So there's a lot of uses. You can get gil for it, or you can even just use it yourself. So around level 40-ish in the story, you'll start to unlock beast tribes. These are basically daily quests that you can do every day, and you do them for reputation. So these are in every expansion. That hasn't changed since A Realm Reborn. Every expansion has beast tribes that you can level up. So I personally got these 4 to max rank, not this one though. I did a little bit of the Heavensward ones, but I decided not to finish it. But what you get for them, basically, once they're maxed out for pretty much every beast tribe, you get to buy a mount and a minion. And in A Realm Reborn, at least, I don't know about the others, once you get every beast tribe in A Realm Reborn to max level, there's a quest chain you can start at the Grand Company. And once you finish that, it'll unlock an additional minion from each beast tribe. So this is the mount that I got by doing these guys. There's a mount for every beast tribe. And yes, it can fly. It might look weird, but every mount in this game can fly. So in Final Fantasy XIV, whatever your highest level character is, a character that's a lower level will get an experience point boost. So if my highest level character is 50, every other class below that level will get double experience from dungeons, fates, etc. And at level 80, I believe, it's reduced to 50%, but that's still a pretty significant boost. So I personally leveled every job up to 50, and some up to 60, and some are in between. Typically, the fastest way to level in the game is to farm dungeons or specific floors of Palace of the Dead, which is something that you unlock after you complete the level 17 dungeon. You'll find a quest in Gridania, a blue quest that'll take you to Hawthorne Hut. You talk to some people, and then you can enter Palace of the Dead. You can do as much or as little as that as you want. It's just something I kind of wanted to bring to your attention. It is going to be a little bit faster if you were on the paid for account and say you pre-ordered the next expansion. They're probably going to have 30% XP boost earrings like they have for the last 2. So if that's something you might want to wait for me personally, I just felt like it would make sense to do it now. And there's just a lot of gear between 1 and 50 that's just going to really clog up your inventory. So I didn't really want to get rid of any of it, so I just felt like if I get everything to 50, I can glamour what I think looks cool and throw away the rest. You definitely don't have to level up every job or even any job aside from whatever you want to play. It's very easy to burn yourself out if all you're doing is grinding every single class or the exact same content up to 50 or 60. I personally really enjoy that kind of stuff, so I just really wanted to share it, but it's definitely not for everybody to do something like that. So once you finish patch 3.3's main story, which is part of Heavensward, it's not the entire Heavensward story. All the best bits happen during 3.3 and beyond, in my opinion. That's all I'll say. But you'll eventually get to a blue quest here. It's like right here or something, and it'll let you unlock a place called the Firmament. So when you get this place, it's basically a super efficient way for where you can level up your crafters and gatherers. There'll be like little pop-up icons here, just read everything and you'll kind of know where to go. Basically from crafting and gathering, you're going to level up extremely well, and you're also going to get these Sky Builder scripts, which will let you buy a various amount of mounts, emotes, minions. There's quite a few things here that you can get actually. Glamour items, if you like. But basically this is the fastest way you can level all your crafters up to level cap, which would for you be 60 if you're on the free trial. Like I spent an hour doing the gathering and the thing that they call the diadem. I got my miner and botanist from 25 to 30 in about an hour. And then I spent about 10 minutes crafting on my goldsmith and he went from 20 to 40. You do need your crafters and gatherers at least level 10 before you can actually have them do anything here. I don't know if that's for all of them or just one of them. But when you unlock the crafters, just kind of do the quests that they tell you to do at the specific unlock locations, which you'll be able to see on the map. So yeah, like the carpenter is here in Gridania, then the leather worker is here in Gridania. You unlock all the crafters at their own respective guild in all the main cities, Ulda, Gridania, and Limsa Limensa. You can just kind of do what they tell you for a little bit until you're at level 10, and then you can just do the firmament until they're all level 60. I actually think it goes even farther than that, but I haven't tried it, as you can see. I haven't done it all completely to just level up everything. I'm not much of a crafter, but it is just something that's worth noting. So I believe every expansion has one, but in A Realm Reborn you have the Ixal, and in Heaven's Ward you have the Mughals. I didn't unlock them yet, but their daily quests will actually level up your crafters as well. So if you don't feel like grinding up every class in the firmament, you can also just do these dailies as well, which I mean you'd also end up needing / wanting to do if you want to get their mounts and minions at some point as well. So just to point that out, these quests are really easy to do. And if you just have one high level crafter especially, you can just do all the crafting on him, swap over to your lower level, and then just hand it in and you're done. And you get the XP on your lower level. Alright everyone, so to just end the video, I just want to say, you can do as much or as little of this stuff as you want. I'm personally a collector, so I just kind of wanted to put it out there. If you just want to play the game for the story, then do that. Go ahead, just do what you think is fun. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.